Welcome back. It's time to get interactive. Before I say, hey, what's up?
Yes, I'm here looking through my comments. Very interesting comments coming in.
We're going to have a blast.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll
be continuing your discussion
right.
on today's big story on Joy News Interactive. So a few of your comments are coming through. Let me get into it. Yeah. National flags across the country are flying at half-mast as government officially receives news of the death of Theodosia Okun. Ethnic conflict in Agbogbloshie leaves 4 people injured, and that includes a police officer. What started it? Demarcated places of convenience.
We're not happy why the woman should cross over to come and bring a child to defecate there. And so there was some small altercation.
Now, a potential threat to the South African High Commission in Ghana has Ghanaians surprised.
I'm not all that surprised because it's human behavior. If you attack me, my brother too can attack you.
Well, he wasn't surprised, but some people definitely I will be bringing you those comments and your comments on the latest on the YFM presenter who broke the internet last week with nude photos that she had supposedly been kidnapped and raped. My name is Efo Akwa Harrison, and it's time to get interactive. I'll be right back. Remember, you can join us via all our social media platforms. We're on facebook.com/Joy News on TV. You can also find us on Twitter at Joy News on TV or at GN Interactive GH. Alternatively, you can send an email to joynewsim@multitvworld.com or send your messages via WhatsApp. The number is 054-010-9009. The number again is 054-010-9009, and we shall share your comments with the rest of the world. Let's begin in Agbogbloshie, where tensions were high earlier today. Sights and sounds from Agbogbloshie here in Accra. Now, if you haven't been following today's big story, 4 people, including police officer, were injured earlier today as a simple misunderstanding over a place of convenience blew up into a bout of ethnic violence.
It was as a result of a woman from the scrap dealer side going to defecate at the side of the onion sellers. And then they were not happy why the woman should cross over to come and bring a child to defecate there. And so there was some small altercation. And then the woman went and informed the husband at the scrap dealer side, who mobilized to also come and confront these people who attacked the woman and the child. So based on that, that is where the stone throwing, the missiles were being thrown here and there until police came in to come and, solve the situation.
Those who are, involved in this and they are guilty, we will call for their arrest. The people who beat that woman mercilessly should be arrested. The people who also hit that gentleman with the hammer on the head also should be arrested, so that peace will prevail.
The regional minister and the regional security council, in fact, we have invited the leaders of both factions to a meeting right this afternoon to try to talk to them to cool down tempers.
And Lord Edu Asare has just returned from the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, where 2 of the injured persons have been admitted. Welcome, Lord.
Thank you.
What is the condition of these people?
They are quite unstable. Now, they were admitted, one of them had head injuries, and then the second person was run over by a tomato truck. And yeah, the third person is suffering from stab wounds in his chest.
Oh, there were actually 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, we know the kind of area Agbogbloshie is. It's a slum. How are these people being taken care of?
Well, I spoke to the nursing, how do you call it?
The nursing officer?
The nursing officer who was taking care of them, and then she gave me more details into the matter, what they're doing to them right now.
All right, let's listen to her.
We are detaining them, and we want the specialists to come and take a look at them, and then we'll manage them as the specialists will decide.
For how long will they be here?
For the one that was stabbed in the chest, I hope within the next 2 days he might be able to go home. But the one with the head injury, he will have to stay for some time. I wouldn't know how long he will stay. The neurosurgeons will have to decide on that.
Will they have to undergo any form of surgeries?
I wouldn't stick my neck out, but it looks like he's bleeding inside. They've done a CT scan. The surgeon will have to come and take a look at that one. Then he will decide what he wants to do, whether he will go in for surgery or he will manage conservatively.
Will they suffer any lifelong deformities as a result of the incidents?
Well, some of these incidents, especially with the head injuries, yes, most patients eventually suffer.
Very sad incident there. Yeah. Now, another sad thing is that neighbors who brought them in and then philanthropists and as well as the hospital are the ones taking care of the costs. Yeah, no one is paying, and those who brought them in had to pay up. The hospital is actually giving them the drugs, and most of them are flus, and it's actually on credit.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be looking forward to how this all unravels. Thank you very much, Lord Edu Asari, for joining us to tell us more about the situation at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital following clashes at Agbogbloshie. Now, let's take a few of your Facebook comments coming in on this issue. And Jerry Harry Lawson Bakri says, this is really embarrassing. Why can't we stop this petty squabble and live as one people? Do we need God to tell us before we see ourselves as brothers and sisters? So that's a message coming from Jerry Harry Lawson Bakri on Facebook. Nantoma Mahamadu Badim Sugu, good evening. He's asking, what open defecation in this 21st century? What a shame. And John Bosco says, but I'm even bored when listening to these people fighting over every little thing. Why can't the two groups just live together? Edem Frank simply says, very sad. And finally, I have one from Ibrahim. Okay, no. That's my final comment coming in from Christian Abose, who says, results of frustration in the system, a major security threat born out of unemployment and a hard economy. So those are some of your comments coming through on Facebook. Let's now turn our attention to South Africa, where the army there will be deployed to end xenophobic attacks that have rocked the country. The South African Army is expected to assist the police to maintain order in Johannesburg and the KwaZulu-Natal province, where at least 7 people have died. Here are some of the latest pictures from South Africa trending on social media. We'll bring you the pictures later. Meanwhile, the government of Ghana is planning to send national security personnel to South Africa to assess the situation. We've been asking if you are satisfied with government's response to the xenophobic attacks in South Africa.
But I'm very surprised. My reason being that as Ghanaians as we are, we know very well that, I mean, we have this Christian inclination, and we uphold high values as far as, I mean, trying to do things that are right. So I'm very surprised, and I believe, I mean, this can be true. This can happen over here in Ghana. I don't believe that.
I'm not all that surprised because it's human behavior. If you attack me, my brother too can attack you. So I'm not surprised. But all we need to do is to settle the whole affair. Yeah, because if the High Commission can, you know, express himself very well so that all the people in Ghana will understand or know that, oh, there's nothing hard happening over there. I mean, if he put situations cool over there, I think we will all cope with it.
I'm totally surprised about what is going on because that should not be the case. What they have did to our brothers and sisters there, that shouldn't have happened in the first place. So I'm not surprised that people are going to attack South Africa embassy in Ghana here, but it's not a good idea.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Why?
Because I don't believe Ghanaians can do that. In the first place, even if something is happening in South Africa, we Ghanaians will not go and retaliate because of what is happening in South Africa. It's our nature. Yes. So we are not going to attack them to retaliate what is happening because they are our brothers too. So if they don't consider us to be their brothers, we are still considering them to be our brothers. So we don't think it's a better idea. If somebody is doing that, I don't believe it.
Welcome back to Joy News Interactive with me, Ifwa Akwa Harrison. Now, before the break, we told you about what's happening in Agbogbloshie. There were some riots there, and the police were called in to quell the situation. Some 4 people have been injured, including a police officer, and 3 have been sent to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Then we moved on to South Africa, where we've been telling you that government is planning on sending some troops there to assess the security situation there. Let's listen to what people have to say on the issue.
Maybe Ghanaians may take any action. If these people think they are preventing their property here and then they are not preventing our property there, why should
I'm not satisfied because if he sends, the government sends securities to go there, how are they going to locate the houses of the people living there? Because if you go there, you have to, is the security people going inside the rooms, or are you going to houses to get these people out? So is the government there who is supposed to do something? Because it's human right, you have the right to live there because you were accepted there, you were given the visa to stay there. So they have to protect the foreigners there. So I'm not satisfied with what the government here is doing.
Yeah, I think he has taken the steps. You see, so as for me, I'm okay. Only it will take a time, but as of now, he's responding at least a little bit. So I'm satisfied with that.
I'm not satisfied with the government. And because the time the thing happens, our government is supposed to bring the Ghanaians to Ghana. But I heard they said they are investigating before bringing them, and I'm not satisfied with that, because at the time the thing happens, our government has to bring our Ghanaians back to Ghana before investigating into something different.
Now that they realize that we are losing more people and they come to their senses that they should send people to go and help them, it's good, so that we can have our people back to our country. So it's good.
It takes a lot of finances to, get to South Africa and then evacuate Ghanaians there. And it becomes important if they feel their life is being threatened by the whole xenophobic attack. But if Ghanaians in South Africa are not really complaining, or they don't feel threatened by what is happening there, I don't think government should, get national security involved to evacuate them back to Ghana. Moreover, I know some Ghanaians there are businessmen, holding very good positions in some of the companies there. And bringing them back right now, Ghana, the situation in Ghana, the economic crisis and stuff like that, I don't think we have the means to keep those people for them to feel okay when they come back. So until they feel their life is being threatened, then I think government should make arrangements on bringing them back.
And we've been asking the same question on social media. Are you satisfied with government's action in response to the xenophobic attacks in South Africa? Samson Abake says it is a step in the right direction. At least our salvaged people would have peace of mind should they come home. And Nantoma Mahamadu Badum Sugu says it is the right thing to be done. I wish them the best of luck. Nuakwa God knows Billy says the Ghanaian High Commissioner to South Africa made it clear to us that the Ghanaians over there say they are not ready to come back. So what is the essence of sending national security there again? Are they going to tie them up and force them into a plane? And Joseph Oforiata says, my people are willing to come back home, but government of Ghana is slow. They must come quickly. So those are a few of your comments coming through on social media. Now, the South African High Commissioner to Ghana, Ms. Lulama Zingwana, has insisted that the death of 5 Ghanaians in South Africa over the past week is in no way related to the ongoing xenophobic violence. Now, on social media, she's receiving a lot of backlash about that statement. I have one here from Samuel Kwame Boabing Frimpong. If it loads quickly enough, I will read it. But he is pretty much saying that he's disappointed about her saying that. And if anything, there has been loss of life with other countries. So he's disappointed by her statement, and it's just, okay, here it is. Can't wait to express my utter disappointment to the comments passed on by the South African High Commissioner to Ghana, the recent xenophobic attacks in South Africa. In a Joy News interview, let us assume that no Ghanaian has even died so far. Do we have to wait for one to die before taking the necessary action to halt such barbaric acts? Does she appreciate and attach any value to human life at all? What about the other nationals who have lost their lives in this carnage? I'm extremely disappointed in the High Commissioner. And of course, we took the question to the streets, and that's what you had to say.
As a Ghanaian, I believe that the High Commissioner is in charge of all activities pertaining to our people in South Africa. So if she's saying the people didn't die as a result of that, I think she might be the best person to know. All other things are news that we are hearing, and some can be false. So if she being the High Commissioner and is saying, I think much research and investigation must to go into that.
We are not there. he is there and he's saying so. But it's rather unfortunate that we hear in the news at the same time people being killed from other countries, and even I heard of one person dying, a Ghanaian, before this family died in the shop. So if it's really not true, then it's rather unfortunate. But if it's true and it's been misrepresented or misinterpreted, then that one is it's rather unfortunate too. I can say what I will say that we pray that it's really just an incident that happened without the violence that we're hearing about. But if it's that and it's being covered, then it's rather unfortunate.
I have a colleague who is from South Africa. He is even confirming to me that what is killing the people now is through the xenophobian attack. He confirms to me day in and day out. I show him the graphic that which was the Ghanaian Times today, which stated 4 Ghanaians killed in SA, that's South Africa. I showed it to him this morning, and he totally confirmed that it's true. They are just killing them. So I don't know why people are still saying it's not true. You watch videos, you get a pictures, you call South Africa, and all what you'll be hearing is, Charlie, this thing is dangerous, so they are killing us and everything. But still, they still pretend. We don't know. We don't know what South Africa is taking up to.
Your comments from the street. Let's move on and bring back last week's most trending issue, the alleged kidnapping and rape of a YFM presenter in Takoradi. Pictures of her supposed ordeal spread on social media like wildfire. Turned out it was all a hoax, or that's what the police say. In any case, Ada is said to be suicidal, and we truly hope she gets some help. Anyway, let's quickly look at what you're saying on social media. A lot of you are being mean, but some of you are also saying, you know what, she needs some help, like Musa Ali Kone, who says the lady needs some serious attention. She has a huge problem and should be supported to overcome her challenges. And let's see if I can get one. Someone is saying that you need to pray for her. She made a mistake and God will deliver her. John, that's from Debbie Mensah. And John Colonzia says, from all indication, it is obvious that she is suffering from some kind of mental problem or extreme depression. What she needs now is a word of prayer rather than public bashing. So those are a few of your comments coming through on social media. Finally, President John Mahama has instructed all national flags in the country to fly at half-mast in honor of the woman who created the national flag, Theodosia Okun. The president has received official notice from her family about her death. The flags at half-mast from today, the 21st of April, until the 24th of April. So that's the latest on that one. We've been asking you on social media what you will be remembered for if you were to pass on into memory. And Nuopo, God knows, Billy says, even if Ghana will not remember me of anything, at least my friends and those who know me will remember how patriotic I am to my country, Ghana. Grandma, may your soul rest in peace. Welcome back, Steve. We don't know who that is, but Hetty Mensa sent that in via social media, so you can also send in your videos or pictures via social media. Remember, we are WhatsApp line and Facebook as well, and Twitter. Let me just get a few of your WhatsApp messages. I think the AMA should do something about this slum issue, from Esther Ganu in Kumasi. And that's all we have time for this edition of Joy News Interactive, and of course today's big story. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Efo Akwa Harrison.
And mine, Stephen Anti.
Enjoy the rest of our programs.
Bye-bye.